Hey there, my fellow bounty hunters. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of RobaFett, and the movie that I have been long awaiting this year, Alien Covenant, finally came out, and I gotta say, guys, it was super intense going into this movie. I'm going to keep the spoilers free all the way through to my score, and then I'll tell you when I'm going to talk spoilers, and I'm not even going to talk about them long. There was just, because if I did, we would be here all night with me talking about this stuff. But anyway, guys, as you know, I really liked Prometheus. I really liked that movie. If you want to see my review of it, please be sure to click the little eye icon up here in the cards section. I'll have it featured up there. You can go ahead and check that out. Also, I'll try and link it in the description box below if I remember. And you can see what I thought about that movie. And I kind of tried to do an in-depth analysis of that movie. But I really liked the direction they went. I didn't mind that there wasn't aliens, conventional aliens in it. I didn't mind that they went a different direction with it. I actually really liked what Ridley Scott did with that movie. And I was very excited for the sequel to that movie. The sequel where we got to see where the engineers came from, getting a little bit more in depth into that story. But for a lot of people going into Prometheus, they were looking for the aliens. Where's the aliens? Where's our alien movie? We want aliens. We want aliens. A lot of alien fans left that movie disappointed. Even the after credits scene didn't do enough for them. They wanted more. And if you did go into Prometheus looking for aliens, I could see where you'd be disappointed. However, I respect Prometheus because I think it's such a intelligent, smart movie, and I was looking forward to where it was going to go. And I honestly think if we had given Ridley Scott enough time and appreciation with that first movie for the next movie, he would have led up to that a lot sooner. And the problem I have with this movie, starting off right off the bat, is that it seems to mix the original Alien film and Prometheus and kind of mold them together to kind of, fast forward a little bit so that we can get straight into the aliens. Honestly, guys, I can't say too much bad about this movie. I really did enjoy it. I thought all the actors did incredible jobs. I really, really love the shots. Ridley Scott, he is second to none on making beautiful movies. This movie is beautiful. It's picturesque. It is just gorgeous. There are so many shots in this movie that will just floor you. And of course, there is a lot of CGI in this movie, and actually a few CGI scenes were kind of, I was kind of surprised how much I noticed that they were CGI. But he does try to get as much conventional and in-camera stuff as he can, and I really do respect him for that. I was hoping to find out more about what happened after Prometheus, and you do find out a lot of things, but there's a lot of things that you don't, and a lot of things that do stay unanswered. I wasn't really thrilled with a lot of the things that they reveal in the movie, but I mean, it is what it is. And with the card Ridley Scott was dealt, where he wanted to make fans happy, but he also wanted to make his sequel to Prometheus, I think he did the best that he could. A lot of the characters kind of come off disposable. They're great characters, they do get along, but like, I don't really find myself caring a lot when they die. In fact, my two favorite characters in the movie are the android Walter and Danny McBride's character, Tennessee. Catherine Waterston, I think she does a great job as Daniels, but they really wanted her to be that Ripley character and that Shaw character from Prometheus. And for me, she falls in third place. She's just not as interesting as them. The scenes that are in this movie, the horror scenes that are in this movie, wow, they just knocked it out of the park. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. There are just some crazy scenes in this movie. And honestly, there are a lot of questions I still have and want to think about. But anyway, guys, being a fan of Prometheus, there are just a few things that did hold back the movie a little bit for me. A few loose ends, and the trailers for this movie. The trailers, I feel like, give a lot away in this movie, and there's a lot of things that just weren't surprising to me watching it, because I was like, nope, I saw that scene in the trailer, so I pretty much know what's going to happen, and not a lot differentiates from the trailers. Also, they just have a lot of tropes in this movie. A lot of, hey, I gotta go take a pee. Hey, I gotta go take a shower. Like, people just going off by themselves left and right. And I'm like, really? Did that bode well for the last person? And every time it's a horror movie trope. A xenomorph is on the prowl when that person goes to off to do whatever. You know, almost every time. I also wasn't crazy about certain CGI scenes, how some of them just looked kind of fake. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie, guys. Being a huge fan of Alien, being a huge fan of Prometheus, and of course Aliens. All three of those movies are outstanding movies. And I'm going to go ahead and give Alien Covenant a 9 out of 10. Yes, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, there are quite a few things holding it back from being a 10 out of 10 for me. But really, guys, I really did thoroughly enjoy this movie. And this is definitely one, go see it in the theaters. Get ready to get scared, because this movie kind of has a slow start to it, but once it gets going, it really gets going, and it doesn't stop. And now, guys, spoiler alert! I want to get into a few spoilers. So we saw the Last Supper trailer, and pretty much that's all we see of James Franco, because he dies in like the first. It must have been so funny him reading the script. He's like, "Oh man, I'm the captain of the ship on the movie." Ridley Scott's, "All right, yeah, you are. Come on in, read the script with us. All right, so let's see what happens." What's this? I don't even have any lines. I just die in the cryo sleep thing. I thought that was crazy. The fact that the facehuggers, they breed queens, I thought that was interesting. And I mean, it's just really hard to watch Prometheus now, knowing that once Shaw leaves that planet, she does not have really much waiting for her. You know, I mean, because, you know, there was just so many things I took away from that movie with how it ended, and now I'm not really taking away the message that I originally took away from the movie because of what he did with Shaw. And we get this really rushed story of what happened to the engineers, and it's lightly explained but not really in depth. There's a lot of holes to be filled in. Obviously, there's a lot of gaps to be filled in, and I gotta say, the second that I saw Walter walking out towards the ship with one hand, I was like, that's not Walter, that's David. And of course I was right. And they have a dark ending. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, well, you know what you can do. You can go ahead and hit that like button. That's pretty much what you do when you like a video. And if you're new around here, if you haven't already, don't forget to blast that subscribe button. And as always, guys, stay awesome, stay beautiful. I'll see you later.